Hey guys, this is Vanessa from the Pudgy Rabbit, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little bomb pop. We'll be using front post and back post half double crochet stitches to get that classic bomb pop look, and I'll be including all the abbreviations in the description below. So for materials, we have some worsted weight yarn here in red, white, blue, and tan. You also need a 4mm crochet hook, a stitch marker, and some stuffing. If you're turning your bomb pop into a keychain or bag charm, you'll also need a 4-inch ball chain or whatever keychain hardware you'll like to use. So let's get started. So starting with the stick, I have my tan yarn and I'm going to make it my slip knot, and I'm going to leave a longer tail for my slip knot. Then I'll chain 5 and I'll insert into the second chain from the hook, and I'll work 4 half double crochets down the chain. Here's my 5 chains. Now I'm going to yarn over, and counting back from the hook, that's the first chain, that's the second chain. I'm going to insert into the second chain. Going to work my first half double crochet, so there's my first half double crochet, and now I'm going to just go down the chain and work 3 more. There's my last stitch. I'm just going to pull a length of yarn through that last stitch. Trim off a pretty long tail. Pull the tail all the way through that last stitch. Pull tight, and there's my popsicle stick. Now for the bomb pop, starting with red yarn. For round 1, I'm going to make a magic circle with 6 single crochets in it. And that's round 1. For round 2, we're just going to work 2 single crochets into each stitch for a total of 12 stitches at the end. And there's round 2. For round 3, we're going to single crochet 1, then increase 1, repeat this set 6 times for 18 stitches. And there's round 3. For round 4, we're going to be working in just the back loops, and we're going to single crochet in each stitch. So the back loops are the loops that are further away from you, so that's the front loop and that's the back loop. We'll be working a single crochet into each back loop. Finishing up the last stitch, then I'm just going to push my stitches outwards so they're facing the right side out. And that's round 4. Now we're going to go back to working in both loops, and for rounds 5 and 6 we're going to single crochet in each stitch for a total of 18 stitches at the end of each round. And that's rounds 5 and 6. For round 7, we're going to single crochet 2, then increase 1, repeat this set 6 times for 24 stitches at the end. And that's round 7. For round 8, we're going to work 1/2 double crochet into each stitch of the round for a total of 24 stitches at the end. And that's round 8. For rounds 9 to 11, we're going to work 2 front post half double crochets, then we'll work 2 back post half double crochets. We'll repeat this set 6 times for a total of 24 stitches at the end. If you've never worked in the post of a stitch before, you should check out my separate tutorial on how to do a front post and back post half double crochet. So here's my 2 front post half double crochets. Now I'm going to work 2 back post half double crochets. So I'm finishing up the last stitch of round 11, but before I complete the stitch, I'll be switching over to white yarn. So here's my white yarn. I have the last 3 loops of the stitch on my hook. I'm going to drape the white yarn over my hook and then pull it through those last 3 loops to complete the stitch. Then I'm going to trim off the red yarn and I can continue working with just the white. So for rounds 12 to 15, again we're going to work 2 front post half double crochets, then 2 back post half double crochets, repeat the set 6 times for 24 stitches. Finishing up round 12, and I've made it back to where I made the color change, so I'm just going to tie those two yarn tails together so they don't unravel. Tuck them back into the bomb pop, and I can continue on to round 13. Finishing up round 15, and we're going to do another color switch here. So when I have the last 3 loops of the last stitch on my hook, I'm going to get my blue yarn, drape it over, and then pull it through those last 3 loops. Trim off my white yarn, and then I'm ready to start working with the blue. So for rounds 16 to 19, we're going to work more rounds of 2 front post half double crochet, and then 2 back post half double crochet. Repeat this set 6 times for 24 stitches at the end. And that's round 16 to 19, and there's the body of the bum pop. For round 20, we're going to be working in just the back loops, and we're going to single crochet 1, then decrease 1. Repeat this set 8 times for 16 stitches at the end. Again, the back loop is the loop that's further away from you as you're working. And that's round 20. For round 21, we'll be working the back loops again. We're going to decrease 5 in a row, then we're going to stuff the bom pop, and then we're going to decrease another 3 in a row for 8 stitches at the end. And that's round 21. For round 22, we'll be working in the back loops. We're going to decrease 1, we'll have 7 stitches at the end, Then we'll fasten off and weave in our ends. Finishing up the last stitch, I'm going to trim my yarn off and leave a pretty long tail. Pull the tail all the way through that last stitch, pull tight, and now my yarn's fastened off. Then I'm going to use a yarn needle to weave that tail in and out of the stitches going around. If you don't have a yarn needle, you can also use your hook to weave the yarn in. Once I've gone all the way around, I'm going to trim the yarn off and then tuck it back into the bomb pop. Clean up any stray bits of stuffing that may be sticking out. And now we're ready to add our stick. I'm going to use my hook to thread the tails through the bottom of the bomb pop, then I'll tie them together and tuck the ends back into the bottom. Then I'm going to use my hook to pull the ball chain through the top of the bomb pop. Clean up any stray bits of stuffing, and here's our finished bomb pop. I love the texture that the front post and back post stitches add to the bomb pop, and hope you guys enjoyed it too. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know what other tutorials you'd like to see in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.